And finally is the inputs on the mobility, because in our assessment method, the everyday mobility of travels to the district is also considered responsibility of the district's energy balance to cover. Again, you can read up on our methodology behind this in the paper shown before. And the main indicator here is how much trips are are done by car, which is expressed by the number here, which is like 5,000 kilometers per person per year. So each person in the district drives typically 5,000 kilometers to all their destinations by car with this amount. So what we do not take into consideration is bikes and public transport and other modes of transport. This is really only the typically fossil mobility that is induced by everyone individually. Now, this is the first number. So this can range quite dramatically, of course. In Austria, it can get as low as 1,000 for dense urban districts, like in Vienna, but it can also go up to 10,000 and sometimes even more on the countryside. Now, this, of course, has a huge implication on the energy demand and the resulting greenhouse gas emissions. And finding this value can be a little bit tricky, but a good estimation or a reasonable estimation for Austrian or Central European situations, given the density and location, is maybe around 5,000 kilometers. But if you have available data, then definitely put this in there. And the second input is the amount of electric cars in the district as provided as a share of total trips. So if so 100% EV situation could be simulated like this. Now, the difference is then, of course, that all the car travels into the district will be provided with electricity from the grid, from the positive energy district, which means that there is a higher energy demand for a higher electricity demand, but also the potential to store more electricity in the batteries of the electric cars, maybe leading to a higher self-utilization rate. And that's all the inputs required for the simulation. If you have gone through all of them and are satisfied with the inputs that you have made, then the next thing to do is look at the results.